Alrighty, you guys, so as you can tell from the title of this video, today we are going to be talking about what to expect when you join the Curly Girl method, system, program, whatever. So basically, I found out about the Curly Girl method about a week and a half, more like 2 weeks ago. I started seeing, I think her name is Sierra Schultz, I think that's her name. I started seeing her talk about it in her videos, and I didn't really know. I thought it might have been like a documentary or something. I didn't really know what it was, and then this video popped up on my recommended, like on YouTube it'll show you like videos that it thinks you would like watching or whatever, and it was I think her name is Ayesha. I know her name's Ayesha, but I don't know what her last name is. I will link her channel below. Basically, she was talking about her hair falling out, or I don't even remember. I just remember she was talking about the Deva Curl products, or Diva Curl, however you want to say it, and she was talking about like her Curly Girl method journey and like all these things, and that's kind of where it started for me. I will link Ayesha's video in the description because I do think that's going to come into play as I talk about this a little bit more. So I started looking up the Curly Girl method videos, and I kind of was hooked. Basically, I think it's very interesting, and I think it's very informative, and I just think a lot of people have been asking me, what is this? Your hair is not even curly, so what do you do? Like, blah, 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 whatever. So I thought that today we could go over some of the stuff that I have learned, some of the stuff I want to let you guys know who are questioning a little bit more about this, maybe because you want to start the Curly Girl method as well. So if you're interested in knowing a little bit more about it, then definitely keep on watching. I do want to mention before we get started, do not forget to like and to subscribe. I will leave my Instagram in the description below, as well as any useful links that pertain to this situation. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into this video. Okay, you guys, so I first want to start off by saying this is not a makeup video. A lot of my videos, mainly all of my videos, pertain to makeup. This is not about that, so my makeup is very minimal right now, and that's okay because we're not focusing on that. We're focusing on our hair today. So I first off will let you guys know that I will be putting timestamps. I will show the timestamps here for you guys, just so that you know certain things that you want to learn about or that you don't care to hear about. You can just skip over them. The description will have the timestamps to it. You can just click it and then forward onto that part of the video. Okay, so I first want to let you guys know a little bit more about me and my personal hair history, because there's a lot. So basically, when I look back on old photos of me as a little girl, with virgin hair, never dyed, never heat treated, anything like that, my hair had some like ringlets to it, sort of. And if you don't know, there are 4 different types of hair textures, and I will also try and link a picture here to show you guys a little bit more about them. There is straight, wavy, curly, and kinky. I pretty sure I fall in the wavy category. I don't think I have curly hair, but when I look back on photos as a little girl, I can remember certain pictures where I would have these ringlets, like actual curls, and I don't think my mom curling ironed my hair. I honestly don't remember that, so I don't know if it was just natural or if my mom took a curling iron to my hair, but I don't remember that. But basically, I will try and find a picture of like what I'm imagining, like thinking back, and I'll again put it here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But basically, my hair would be like kind of wavy, and then at the end it would kind of do like a curl thing. So I honestly don't know if my hair is wavy or curly, but it's going to take some time for me to find out what my true curl pattern is, just because there has been a lot done to my hair, you guys. I started dyeing my hair when I was about 13, and I'm talking regular dyes, like, hear me out, okay? I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced this too, because it was kind of, it's still a thing. I think a lot of people do it. I went through what is called the emo scene phase, and so basically I started dyeing my hair black repetitively. Every time my roots would start to grow in, I would re-dye my hair, or if the black would start to fade, I would re-dye my hair. And that's a lot of years of damage. So it started when I was 13, and my hair was naturally brown. It's kind of the color you see up here. Also, my hair is so greasy because this is day 4 hair. So basically, like this color up here, you know, it's like a darky, not like dark brown, but it's like a brown. It's not light brown, and like a medium brown, okay? So I would dye it black constantly. Like, again, I'm saying every time my hair would fade or my roots would show, black, 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 black on black, 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 black. And it wasn't like good quality hair dye. I'm talking hair dye from the dollar store. So it's just not good, you know? Okay, so we're talking about black hair dye constantly. Then I got the emo haircut type style, which involves a lot of razoring, and that's not a really good way to cut your hair. And so basically just that in itself is damage. So I would razor my hair a lot, like at least once every 3 months. I would say I would cut it into more layers and like razor it. And then I decided that I wanted to be blonde, and then that didn't work out, so I decided to go back to black. And then when that didn't work, it was like I wanted to be red, and then I wanted to be purple, and then so there's just a lot of dye. Like, I swear I've dyed my hair at least 40 times, and that's not even an exaggeration. So there's a lot of damage to my hair. I've been heat styling it ever since I was 12 up until about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, 2.5, I would say. I stopped wearing extensions. I literally wore hair extensions for probably like 5 straight years. I'm not even kidding, just because when I tried to bleach my hair one time, it literally was so damaged I had to get it cut up to here. I hate short hair on me personally, so I had to wear extensions in order to feel good about myself. So there was extension damage because, you know, they like tug at the hair. A lot of hair fell out. My hair has just been through the works, okay? Say a little prayer for her because she has just been through it, okay? So essentially there's a lot of damage to my hair, and basically the point that I'm starting out at for the curly girl method, I'm trying to bring back my texture. I'm trying to bring out my natural curl pattern because it's just been through a lot that it doesn't even remember who she is inside, okay? She doesn't even know her true identity, and she's a little confused and lost right now. So it's up to me to heal her and bring her back to her original state. Honestly, my hair will never be at its original state unless I shave my head and start over. So I'm just going to do what I can with what I can, okay? If that makes sense. So first off, you need to assess your own hair, assess your own damage, and then go from there. If you have like natural virgin hair, then you're going to be perfect. You don't got to worry about anything. You just have to start off with stylers and you'll be good. But for like people like us, because it's not that uncommon for people to use heat on their hair or dye their hair. That's a very common thing. So if you're like that, then just know it's going to take a minute, okay? Not most people can start the curly girl method and just be like, bam, beautiful hair. Like, you have to go through a transition where your hair is getting its curl pattern back, and then it'll start looking nice all the time. I will say I've gone through 2 washes. And basically when you wash your hair is when you can style it and then like make it look like good, pretty much, if that makes sense. So I've done 2 washes. The first one was not that great. It was kind of frizzy, like how my hair usually is, but that's just because I started my new products, and I will get to that in a minute. And then the second wash, which is what this hair is, I liked a little better. Like, I think I'm getting the hang of it, and I think it's starting to get better each time. Basically my hair still has frizz. I don't know if you can see it as well on camera, but there's still frizz going on, and it doesn't want to curl like on the ends. That is more than likely because I need to get a haircut. And you know what? I don't know that I'm ready for that step yet. I am terrified of having my haircut just because the last time I ended up going in for a haircut, the lady took my hair from this to this, and it was a lot to go through, okay? So I think I just need to start off with a trim and just keep getting trims. I just haven't done it yet. But you really honestly should at least get a trim when you're starting this off. I am going to do a trim. It's just whenever it happens, okay? So I will do it, just not like probably within the next month. I'll get a trim, okay? Anyway, so that's the only problems I'm finding right now is I still have frizz. The ends don't want to curl as easily, and I'm having a hard time finding the right balance between volume and my hair being weighed down. So that's something I'm experimenting with right now, because I feel like in order to tame the frizz, I need to use some more like of the creamier products. But then when I do that, my hair gets weighed down, and I don't know if you guys can see, but this is not like very good volume. I mean, again, it is only it's like day 4 of having this hair, so that might be why. But my hair just isn't like all the other girls' videos that I see. But then again, they've been doing this for a while, and their hair is more at a better place for the curly girl method than mine is. So I just have to keep reminding myself that, and just stick with it, because I've seen a lot of people talk about the transition. There's called the transition phase, which is what I'm in right now. I guess it could take anywhere from like months to a year for your hair to start going back to its naturally curly, beautiful state. So it is going to take some time. Your hair might look a little bad for a couple weeks, but it's going to be worth it. I know it's going to be worth it. I've seen so many videos. Girls will post pictures and then their hair is just like completely different. So I know it's just taking a little bit of patience, a little bit of TLC, and then it'll pay off in the end. So basically, as I was saying, and then I kind of went off sidetracked, I'm pretty sure my hair is considered 2A, 2B, and again, I can leave that picture here to reference back to, but basically, in each section, there's like different subcategories. So I am pretty sure I fall under the wavy category, and then I'm pretty sure my hair is more 2A, 2B, which is like more loose sort of waves. I'm pretty sure that's what I can assess at the moment. But there are some people, you can have multiple curl patterns in your hair. You could have like wavy and curly, so it just kind of depends. I honestly don't know what I am, because again, my hair is damaged, so I don't know if this is my actual curl pattern or if it's just my hair trying to get back into its curl pattern. It's very misleading in the beginning, but I just know over time it'll be more apparent. I'll know more. All things will be revealed in the end. It's just a little confusing in this period, so just know what your hair is now might not be what it actually is. It's just sometimes the damage to our hair, it like loses its curl pattern, so you just have to know, just start taking care of it, and then it should hopefully go back to its original curl, not necessarily curl, but hair pattern, texture, whatever. So once I kind of like figured out what my hair pattern was, I started watching videos of girls similar to me, and basically the only reason I know my hair is wavy is because before I started using these products, if I would just let my hair dry naturally, it wouldn't be straight. It would have some wave, but just not consistent. Like it'd be wavy, it'd be straight here, wavy, straight, and that's just because I didn't like help it out, you know, and conform the pattern with products. I'm like so little jibber jabbered, but it's just because it's kind of hard to explain. So my hair naturally kind of had that wave, and so that's kind of why I knew my hair wasn't curly, because like people with curly hair, so jealous of people with curly hair, like naturally curly hair. Ugh. So I knew I wasn't that. So I knew I better start off with the wavy and just assess the hair from there. So 2 of my favorite YouTubers are Curly Penny and India Baston. I'm pretty sure that's how you say her name. I will link their channels below because they have literally been so helpful. I have been binge watching their videos for the past like 2 weeks, and they have been extremely helpful in this whole journey beginning process for me. So I will link their channels below. Definitely check them out if you have a similar hair type to me. If your hair type is more curly or more kinky, you might want to check out other girls' videos because they're going to be more helpful for your hair type in particular. So once you know what kind of hair you have, then you can kind of start referring to people's videos to see what kind of products to buy. So that brings me to my next subject. This method is extremely expensive, okay? I don't, like I said, I don't know what's working for me at the moment, so I kind of just bought a whole bunch of stuff to try out to see what's working for me. So there's by no means do you guys have to go out and buy every single product I talk about in this video. Just start off with some things, see how it's working, move on if it's not working, okay? But I just am lazy and didn't want to like go back out to get more stuff. I figured I'll just use all this. Maybe it's all gonna work. maybe it's not, but it's whatever. So I spent a very pretty penny. So at Walmart is where I got like a couple shampoos, a comb, some scrunchies, and it was literally $63, okay? That was at Walmart. Then I went to Target to buy some more styler type products. This microfiber towel. Basically everything I'm going to talk about for the most part was purchased recently. So at Target I spent $72. So I've spent roughly around $130. Yowza, that sounds very, very bad saying it out loud. I've spent about $130 collectively to start this process. So hopefully it all works out. Like I said, I'm liking where it's going so far, and I feel like I'm getting better at it, so I think we're going to be okay. But just know, natural, sulfate-free, silicone-free products are very pricey, and for a good reason. You don't want to be damaging your hair or anything like that, which a lot of commercial products contain, so I understand the price tags on most of these products, but just know it is a little bit expensive to start into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the shampoo. And basically shampoos, you are not supposed to use sulfate. Sulfate is bad, bad, bad. That's the first thing you want to get rid of. And basically it's just because it's stripping all of the natural oils from your head. And basically when you have non-straight hair, it's hard for the oils at the top of your head to reach its way down to the bottom. So naturally, people with non-straight hair, we have drier hair just for that reason. So basically sulfates are just going to be too harsh, too stripping, and they're going to not have your hair moisturized enough to create its natural curl pattern. Okay, so sulfates are just a no. And then the next thing you want to look for in conditioner is silicone free. And for that reason, the silicones cause too much buildup in our hair, and basically since we're not allowed to use sulfates, it's hard to cleanse our hair, and if there's too much buildup, your hair can just look nasty, greasy, gunky, and the curls aren't going to form because there's just too much product buildup in them. So you have to find that balance, and it's not that hard. It's just a little bit on the pricier side to start this up, but basically that's what you're going to want to look for. Sulfate-free, silicone-free. Okay, let's talk about products. And I don't know how this is gonna work, but basically these are the products that we're gonna talk about today. So before I started looking into things and going in with this journey, in Ayesha's video, she talked about this app called Think Dirty. And once I started using it, I kind of became addicted and extremely paranoid. And a couple of these products that are Curly Girl Method approved were on the app as dirty. And basically what the app does is you scan the barcode or you type in the product, and it'll tell you if it's dirty or like all natural and safe to use. And a lot of the products I was using are kind of bad. So basically, if you look something up, you want it to show green. If it's red, that means you shouldn't be using it, okay? So basically, before I even started the Curly Girl Method, I knew that I wanted to use natural products just because I know sulfates are harsh. So I knew that. I've known that for a while. So what I've reached for in products is extra conditioning. Like if the label says like extra conditioning for damaged hair, that's usually what I gravitate towards. But the Maui line, this is what I was using, and as you can see, like this was the last product I was using before I switched over. I like used this whole thing up, but this is the Maui line, and it says directly on the sides of the bottles like no silicones, no sulfates, like blah blah blah, all that. And so when I started the Curly Girl Method, I was like, hey, I kind of have a head start, like I've already been using these products. And then I scanned it into the Think Dirty app, and I guess what the problem is with these is they contain this certain chemical. I don't remember what it is, but they contain this certain chemical, and what it does is it allows other chemicals to penetrate into your hair, and so it can be bad. It just lets bad things in, I guess, is what I took from the app. But basically there's also a lot of fragrance in here, and I think one of them contains alcohol, which is bad. Like, you do not want alcohol on here. I'm not really sure what the issue was, but when I saw it on the app, I was like, okay, I gotta switch over from this. So Maui, a lot of people I see use in their Curly Girl videos, but from that app, I guess this is bad. But you need to take it at your own caution, you know, at your own discretion. Personally, when I saw it on the app, I was like, I'm not going to use these anymore. So ugh. And also, honestly, when I was using this, it didn't do like much for my hair. My hair was way frizzier. It didn't have any curl definition, like nothing. And I think it might have been due to the alcohol or one of the, I don't remember what the name of the ingredient is that's in here, but it's bad. And it caused the Maui products to have an 8, which is really bad. You're supposed to have a 0, and they had an 8 on that app. So I don't know. It is one of the cheaper ones. I think these are like only $6. So it's up to you guys. But just so you know, the app is called Think Dirty. You can type products in there and it'll tell you the rundown on them. And these were on the naughty list. So that's what I was using. And then I would also switch between those to this one. And this is the Not Your Mother's Royal Honey and Kalahari Melon products. And I've seen a couple people actually talk about these in their videos. And again, they're supposed to be Curly Girl approved because they don't have silicones, they don't have sulfates, all that stuff. It even, like, it says on the back of the bottle, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, but it like lists all the claims, you know. But again, there's something in here that is bad. And if you type it into the Think Dirty app, it'll give you the specific ingredient that makes it not approved or whatever. So this one, I didn't get to use that often because I was going to start using it, and then I kind of was like, never mind, because I saw it on that app. So I'm not really sure, but I've seen a lot of people talk about this line in their videos as well, the Not Your Mother's Naturals line. So I don't know. Again, take it at your own discretion. So the 2 products that I have found that have been approved on the app and are Curly Girl Method approved are the brands Shea Moisture and Pacifica. Specifically, this product I have been absolutely loving. I've used it once, but I could already tell such a difference when I used this last time. And this is the Pacifica Pineapple Curls Curl Defining Shampoo. I got this at Target. It smells amazing. It smells delicious. And it was a gentle lather. It wasn't like other shampoos. When you switch shampoos, you'll know what I'm talking about. But other shampoos like Garnier, Tresemme, they are way more foamy and sudsy, and they just leave your hair feeling squeaky. When you switch over to non-sulfate shampoos, they still lather, but it's just much more of a gentle cleanse. So I've been really, really enjoying this. Again, this is the Pacifica Pineapple Curls Curl Defining Shampoo. And then these 2 other ones that I have been loving at the moment, I think I left the other one in the shower, but it's basically from this line. It's the Shea Moisture. I've been using this one a couple times. I think I've used this one once. I haven't used this shampoo, but I've used this conditioner. And this is the Manuka and Honey Intensive Hydration Repair Shampoo. This is the shampoo that I used when I first switched products, and I could already tell a difference just from using different brands than those 2 that I showed you previous. So this one is to hydrate and replenish dry, damaged hair. This one has, again, no sulfates, no parabens, no phthalates, no mineral oil, blah, blah, blah. So anything from Shea Moisture is pretty much guaranteed a go because I've looked them up on the Think Dirty app and they always come up green. So I think anything from the Shea Moisture line is going to be good for you. You just have to decide which line you want. This one, again, is the Manuka and Honey with bamboo oil. So it just depends on what you're looking for. But this one I did enjoy. And then, like I said, I didn't use this shampoo, but what I did this most recent time was I used the Pacifica Curls shampoo, and then I went in with the I used the curl shampoo, and then I went in with actually what I did was I used the curl shampoo, and then I went in with the Manuka and Honey Repair Protein Power Treatment. I have seen so many people talk about this, and for good reason, because I could already tell a difference in my hair from the one use. But basically what this is it's a protein treatment, and it's thick as hell, and it smells so good, and it did wonders literally just from the one time that I've used it. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. What is that? Anyway, so basically it's just a power protein treatment, and I think I used it wrong. I used it after the shampoo. What you're supposed to do is before you shower, you wet your hair and use your deep treatments. So these are the ones that I've seen that people talk about the most, is this one, the Manuka and Honey, and then the Shea Moisture, shea butter, peppermint, apple cider vinegar, and Jamaican black castor oil. I see people talk about these 2 like crazy. So basically what you're going to need, from what I've gathered from all the videos I've watched, is you're going to need a sulfate-free shampoo. I recommend you go with Shea Moisture or Pacifica. That's just my opinion. Sulfate-free shampoo. You're going to need a silicone-free conditioner, and you're going to need a deep mask treatment. So I recommend going with either one of these, but you can find multiple at the drugstore, mainly from the Shea Moisture line. I always see people talk about the Shea Moisture line as far as the deep treatments. Like, that seems to be a repetitive thing. A lot of people will use different shampoos and conditioners, but as far as deep treatments go, I always see Shea Moisture in people's videos. So again, I've always seen people talk about these two. I have not used this one yet, but I hear people love it and rave about it, so I'm very, very excited to use it. I think I might use it this next wash, but again, I used this one and I did it wrong, but it still held up my hair. So basically what you're supposed to do is before you shower, you're supposed to wet your hair and put in a deep mask treatment and leave it in for 15 minutes. So you do that, and then you are supposed to wash it out with shampoo. So I did it wrong. I shampooed, then I did the deep conditioner, and then I used conditioner. And that might be why my hair is so weighed down and not as voluminous. I don't know, but I'm going to try and do it right next time. But anyway, you shampoo with your sulfate-free whatever, and then you're going to go in with conditioner. I've used this one maybe once, but it's kind of not that thick, so I used quite a handful of it. And as well, my husband uses some of my products too, so I think he used it a couple times. But this just goes with that other shampoo product, the Manuka and honey fig extract and baobab oil. I thought it would say bamboo. This straight up says baobab. I don't even know what that is. Baobab, I don't know. But basically, the shampoo and conditioner out of each of these Shea Moisture lines retails for $10. I've seen them go for $11 as well. So just know that that's kind of the rough price you're going to be paying for these products, is $10 each, pretty much. Again, I have the Manuka and honey. That seems to be like a common theme in their Shea Moisture products, but this one is for repairing because it contains protein. This one has yogurt in it, and I guess that's really, really good. This one also has baobab oil. It has mafura. I cannot say these products, but this one says extremely dry, brittle hair. That is me, Shea Moisture. I feel personally attacked right now. Like, they're calling out to me like, hey, you with the dry, crusty, brittle hair, you need to use this, okay? We see you, and I appreciate that. So I'm excited to use this. I didn't use this yet. When I didn't want to like double up on this. So when I did my last hair wash, I did the protein mask, and then I used this as the conditioner, and it worked out fine. But I think I'm overwhelming you guys as far as products are going, but just know I personally have been like enjoying the Shea Moisture line. I think they're one of the better ones, but that's just me. I haven't tried any other ones. I see people talk about, I think it's called Bounce Curls. Diva Curl has been another one that people have been using a lot in their videos, but do not use Diva Curl, okay? They are under a lawsuit right now, under investigation for people's hair falling out, and yo, legit. Next, we're going to move on to stylers. Anyway, we need to transition into stylers. So that was all. Oh, you know what? Before we go into stylers, I'm going to talk about a product that I have not used, but it is recommended that we use. And that is the As I Am Coconut Co-Wash. And it's not necessarily just this product. It's the fact that it's a co-wash, but this is the one I literally see everybody using in their videos. Again, it's called the As I Am Coconut Co-Wash. And basically what a co-wash is since our hair is drier, we aren't supposed to be washing it every time. Even though we're using sulfate-free shampoos, I guess it's still too much for our hair sometimes. So basically what a co-wash is it's a conditioning wash. It's basically a conditioner shampoo kind of thing. It's just a much more of a gentle shampoo. Now, I know some people strictly co-wash, but I just heard and seen in videos that girls with wavy hair, it's not ideal because we need that volume. We need that clarification sometimes from the sulfate-free shampoo. So it's not recommended for wavy haired people to co-wash every single time, but I've heard a lot of people say they do it every other wash. So I think I'm actually going to co-wash when I wash my hair tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to do my wash day, and I think I'm actually going to use this. I'm kind of nervous. I've never ever in my life not shampooed my hair when I wash it, so I'm nervous to see as if I'm going to be a grease ball or if it's going to work or what. But basically this has tangerine, coconut oil, castor oil, saw, palmetto. I think that's it. But it smells so good, and basically it looks like a conditioner. Like, it does not look like a shampoo whatsoever, and it's very liquidy, so I don't want to like spill it over and show you guys, but this is what it looks like. It's very liquidy. It smells so good. I'm so excited to use this, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts. Maybe I'll even film my routine tomorrow just so you guys can kind of see more in depth what I'm talking about, but I have no idea how this is going to go. I'm just as nervous as y'all. I didn't even know what the hell a co-wash was until I saw people talking about it all the time, so we will see how that goes. But as I was saying, Diva Curl. I've been using this for literally probably 6 months, and not every single time, but sometimes when I would try to go natural, on the more natural side, I would like run this through my hair. And Diva Curl, as I said, is under like an investigation for people's hair falling out. You can look up videos if you want, you guys, but it's extremely sad, extremely heartbreaking what some of these women are going through. And it's not even like some women, like a lot of the curly girl hair community was using Diva Curl. If you watch videos even now, like my curly hair routine, my whatever, Diva Curl, Diva Curl, Diva Curl, like that's all people have been using for the like longest time, and it's just now starting to get unraveled that this is like bad. This is a no-go for you. And so it claims to be curly girl approved. Like I said, so many people have been using this. It's sulfate free, silicone free, but I think it was more specifically their no poo line. I've never used that. The only product I've ever used from them was this because it was recommended to me by a hairstylist that I was seeing, and she said like people with curly hair love it because it gives their hair definition and it gives them volume, because I just always wanted volume. Like that's just something I've always wanted and I've never been able to achieve it. So I was like, I need volume in my hair, and she's like, oh, you should try this Diva Curl gel. Everyone loves Diva Curl. And like I said, I've only used maybe like a fourth of it. I haven't used it very much, but I ain't using this ever again because it's scary what it's done to people's hair. Some people have noticed that their hair is drier. It changed their curl pattern completely. They used to have curly hair and now they have wavy hair. It's just bad. If you guys want to look into it, you can just search Dear Diva Curl. That's what people have been labeling their videos as, and you will just see a heartbreak, a world of heartbreak, okay? Because it is just the saddest thing. So do not use Diva Curl. I know that if you're going to watch videos, you're going to start to do some research, you're going to see people using it, but I think it's just because they haven't transitioned out of it or made updated curly hair routines. So just no, don't use it. Okay. So now we can move into stylers, and I want to talk about a couple of these just because I think this is the part where I'm getting confused and I'm not doing it quite right. So before we move on to stylers, I know this video is all over the place, I'm so sorry. But before we move on to stylers, I want to talk about combs, okay? So one of the rules of the Curly Girl method is you are not allowed to brush your hair unless it's wet with conditioner in the shower. So that's going to be something I get used to. I usually I guess brushing is like really, really bad because it's basically brushing out your curl pattern. So I used to brush my hair before bed every single night and put it into braids. That's kind of just how I've been doing it for like the last year, but you're not supposed to use brushes at all. We're supposed to use wide tooth combs, and this is the one that I use in the shower. So basically when your hair is wet with conditioner, you're supposed to detangle your hair. That is the only time we're allowed to brush or comb our hair is when it's in the shower. So you kind of have to go like 4 or 5 days without combing your hair, which is going to be hard for me because my hair is tangly as it is. So it's been really weird not brushing. I usually brush and comb my hair like twice a day at least, and so it's been really weird not doing that. I've only been doing it in the shower with this wet comb, or I use this one. They're both pretty much the same. It's just wide tooth combs. So yeah, you're supposed to use that. I also use this. If I get out of the shower and I just notice my hair is like not coming out, I use this. This is a electric detangler, and this is from Amazon. Basically, you just run it through your hair. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm just going to do a little piece because I'm doing my wash day tomorrow anyway. But as you guys can see, even now, just going through that section made my hair way more frizzy, as you guys can see. But this is such an amazing product because since it vibrates and shakes, it basically shakes out the knots. So if you have extremely tangly hair like me, I highly recommend this. This was $20 and I got it off of Amazon, but it's been a lifesaver. I also recently started using this. I got this at Sally's Beauty, and this is like a head massager. I see Curly Penny use this. I think India does it too, but when you have the shampoo in your hair, since our shampoos and co-washes aren't as cleansing, you're supposed to use like this brush, and it basically just really gets the like dirt and buildup like kicked up by using this brush, and it doesn't hurt. Also, since it's like massaging, it stimulates hair growth. So I've actually really liked this product. It's like a little spa treatment. Basically, this was like $2 at Sally's. You just have your shampoo in and you really just like work it in all throughout your whole head. And again, it doesn't hurt. But yeah, so once you do that, you're in the shower, you know, you washed out all your products, then comes the styling. And this is really important, how you go about this. So again, styling is kind of where I'm like a little bit confused. I'm not sure if I do it right, but there's a lot of different products that you can use to keep your curl definition and your curl pattern. So basically what I have been doing is when I get out of the shower, I kind of just wring my hair out as much as possible. Used to, what happened was I would get out of the shower and use a cotton t-shirt, which is good. That was good of me. I stopped using towels on my hair probably 2 years ago, but I would get out of the shower, wrap my hair in a cotton towel, and just kind of go about my day, go about my life. And then right before I would braid it before bed, I would use these other stylers. I don't use them anymore because they're bad for you, but that's just kind of how I did it. Now I know that in order to get the best curl definition and enhance your curl pattern, you need to do it while your hair is pretty much wet, because that's when your cuticle is open and it is more likely to take in the products you put on your hair. So now what I do is, again, I'll just kind of wring out some water so that I'm not like sopping, dripping wet. Then I will come into my room, make sure my hair is detangled. I'll use this if I need to. And then once that happens, I go in with this. And I've used this probably once, and I've used quite a bit of it just because I use some of it on my husband as well. But this is the Shea Moisture Manuka and Honey Yogurt Hydrate Repair Multi-Action Leave-In Spray. And I've actually used this as a refresher. So basically, we'll talk about refreshing. There is seriously so much that goes into this, you guys. Like literally there's a whole book written about this. It's just a lot. So I recommend, if you're wanting to do the curly girl method, my lips are so chapped as always. If you're wanting to do the curly girl method, just watch videos. It's so informative. There's a lot that goes into it, but in the end it's worth it because we're not damaging our hair and we're trying to bring out our natural, beautiful textures. So this can be used as a refresher, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but I have been using this straight when I get out of the shower, and it's basically a leave-in. It says that it absorbs quickly to hydrate, recondition, strengthen, smooth abused hair, and I love this so much. This whole Manuka and Honey line is like, if you're gonna go with something, I recommend you start off with that. I also heard the coconut and hibiscus is good too, so just pick one and kind of go with it. But again, leave-in conditioner is a must, I would say. I think you should have some form of leave-in conditioner, and this one is really nice. It has no mineral oils, of course, no sulfates, no silicones, and it's freaking amazing. I'll talk about refreshing in a minute, but I basically come in with my wet hair, spray this all over, kind of finger comb it through. That's another thing. There are multiple methods to styling. There's finger combing, there's raking, there's praying hands method, there's scrunching, there's scrunch to condition. There's literally just so much that goes into this. So you're not gonna get like the full information of curly girl method from me. You have to like go out and watch multiple videos because it's a lot, and I'm sorry that I'm not an expert on this just yet. I'm just trying to tell you guys what I've learned, because I know I keep getting questions about what the heck it even is and what I should buy and blah blah whatever. So I'm trying to just let you guys know what I've been doing and what I've been buying, if you kind of have hair similar to me and you just want to know a little bit more about what I've been doing. But yeah, this is the leave-in conditioner I've been using, and it's amazing. I come in, I spray my hair, and just know that my hair is flipped over during this whole process. I spray it and I kind of just like make sure it's like all in my hair. Then what I've been doing is actually I've used this. I've not used this one yet, but I'm going to use this one next. So basically I use the Pacifica Salty Waves Beach Hair Balm, and this is a texturizing cream, and it's supposed to be for wavy girls. I did actually really enjoy this, but I've seen a lot of people talk about this one, so I'm just gonna try and see which one has been working better for me. But this one smells so good. It has like bananas in it and seaweed in it, and it's just really good. Again, I got this at Target. This is from the brand Pacifica. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna, after your deep condition, not your deep condition, after you spray in your leave-in treatment, you're gonna go in with a cream, some sort of styling cream. So like I said, I've been using this one, but I'm gonna try this one next. This is the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus, which a lot of people love, the Coconut and Hibiscus line. The Coconut and Hibiscus, the Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Style Milk. So you're just gonna go in with a cream, okay? So either one, whichever one, a cream. After I spray in the leave-in conditioner, I just take the cream and I use the smoothing motion that I got from Curly Penny. She's amazing, but my hair's flipped over. Let me see if I can just do this. My hair's flipped over and I just basically take the cream in my hand and just smooth it over every single section of my hair. And once the hair is... Once the hair has been smoothed over with the cream, then you're going to start to scrunch. So Curly Penny always says, I put the product in my hand, I finger comb, or no wait, she says smooth, finger comb, and then scrunch. I pretty much follow Curly Penny. Like that's kind of where this whole method of mine has been coming in. But you smooth it over, you finger comb it through, and then you scrunch it up. And then that's kind of when your curl pattern is going to start to come out. So you're either going to use your cream, whichever one you go with, then comes the gel. So I don't know which one I've been liking more. I've used them both. I don't think I should have done that, but I think it made my hair too stiff. So these are both from the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus line. This is the Hold and Shine Moisture Mist. I tried to use this to refresh instead of using the gel, and I don't know that I liked it that much. It says to use it when your hair is wet, so I think I might have used it wrong, but this is basically like a gel spray thing. So after you use your cream, you're supposed to go in with a gel, and this one is just so sticky, but I've seen a couple people talk about it, and I guess you're supposed to really, really, really warm it up with your hands so that it's not as sticky. Like, it's basically like honey, like it's like sticky, syrupy, like it's really sticky. So after you go in with your cream, you're supposed to use a gel, and you basically just do the same thing. You smooth it over, finger comb it, and scrunch, and you basically need a gel to protect the cream that you put in it, because the cream is what is going to define the curls. The gel is what's going to hold it so that your curl pattern lasts longer. So I know some people don't like gel, but you kind of need it for your curls to last a little bit longer. These are the only gels that I have at the moment other than the freaking Diva Curl, and I'm not using that up. Like, I'm throwing that away. These other products I'm talking about where I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to use them. My husband can use them because you know what? He's got like a wavy curly pattern too. So, and he doesn't care if it's girl products or not. He uses the stuff I don't. So it's not like these are going to waste, but you need some sort of gel. These are the only ones that I seen available in my drugstore. I got these at Target. I didn't really see any other options that were approved on the Think Dirty app. So these are the ones that I've been using. And again, the more I get comfortable with this and the more I have a routine set in place, I will let you guys know what works better for me. Then one of the last products I want to talk about, I've only used this once because again, Curly Penny talked about oils and scalp treatments and all that, but I used this before my shower. I should have talked about this before, but it was kind of over there with my stylers. This is the Pacifica Scalp Love Rosemary Mint Serum. And basically what this is, it's a purify and revive serum, and it helps detox and loosen buildup while soothing and hydrating your scalp. So basically what I did with this is I just rubbed it all along my like roots. Like I just took the little dropper, it's like a little dropper in here, and I took it and I just worked it. Oh, it smells so good. But anyway, I just took it like all along my scalp, and I just really sat there before my shower and just like massaged it in. And basically what it does is it helps loosen buildup, and it also is like a scalp treatment because my hair tends to be really, really dry. I know that happens with a lot of curly girls, so it just helps to soothe and get rid of buildup. So I highly recommend a scalp oil as well. This is just the one that was available to me in my store. And it smells really, really good. Again, this is Pacifica. Okay, so once your stylers are in, then you're going to want to go in with a microfiber towel. I got this one at Target. It was $7, I believe. It's from the brand Twisty Turby, I think is what it's called. But it's supposed to be one that you like wrap, like when you get out of the shower, you like wrap your hair and it's like that. But I don't really do that anymore. What I use this for is when my hair is wet with all my products, I go in and I scrunch out all the water all along my head, and that is also going to help to define your curls. But you basically just go in, scrunch it up really, 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 really good in the microfiber towel just to get out as much moisture as you can. So that's what this is for, the little twisty turby. And again, a microfiber towel. If you don't have a microfiber towel, you don't have access to a microfiber towel, 100% cotton t-shirt will be perfectly fine. It'll get the same job done. I just thought this was easier, and I see a lot of people use the microfiber towel, so I thought might as well give it a try. It was available to me at the Target, so I picked it up. Then after, I'm telling you guys, it is such a process. After you've gone in with your microfiber towel, then you want to plop, okay? It's called plop. And again, Curly Penny also talked about using this. This is a wig cap thing I got at Target. It came with a pack of 3. But when she plops, she uses this because it like lets your hair air dry at the same time. A lot of people will plop with a cotton towel, which is what I was doing. If you can't find a hairnet, then you can just use this. This was from Target. It's basically the same thing as the twisty turby. It's just like a hood, but it's made out of cotton. So you can plop using this. And if you don't know how to plop, you can, there's videos on it on YouTube, but basically it's just flipping your hair over and putting it all on top of your head, so that way while it's drying, it's kind of like all sitting here just absorbing in all the product you've put in it, and it keeps that definition because it's all like plopped on top of your head. So after that, I plop with this hairnet, and then that's pretty much it. Some people after they plop will use a diffuser. I haven't done that yet because I don't have one, but I want one really, really bad, and I think I'm gonna buy one. Basically, the reason to do it is I think that's how most people get their volume, is by using the diffuser, because it basically is like blow drying, kind of like blow drying. You don't have to do it as long because most people, when they diffuse, their hair is pretty much for the most part dry. So you diffuse, it's basically like a blow dryer that you use, and it cups, it's like a bowl, and you blow dry it like this, and it just gives you so much volume, so much curl definition. So I think I am gonna buy one, because I'm like in this journey, you know, like I'm in it. So I think I am going to invest in one, but just not right now. So after I plop, my hair is usually dry. It might not be 100% dry, but I usually do this at night. I don't shower in the morning. I have no time for that. So my hair is for the most part dry. It's not sopping wet or anything like that. It's maybe a little damp at this point, but then what I do is I get out my sexy bonnet, my little bonnet, you know, a guy's wildest dream, and I go to sleep. And basically what this is it's silk on the inside. I don't know if you guys can see, but it protects your hair. Cotton pillowcases are horrible for your hair. They can cause breakage and damage, especially if you're not like protecting it. Like if you just sleep with your hair down, that's not good, honey. That is not good at all. So basically, if my hair is wet, I don't do this. If my hair is wet, I just let it in the bonnet, because there's so much room in here for my curls to kind of like bounce around all night and not be like all constricted into one area. But when my hair is dry, like tonight, I basically do what's called a pineapple, and it's just when you take all your hair at the top of your head, don't comb through it or anything, you just take it at the top of your head and go in with a scrunchie, okay? Always use scrunchies, never use rather like rubber bands, they cause damage. But basically you just pineapple your head, and then you go to bed, okay? Is this the most glamorous nighttime routine? No. But is it going to protect your curls and protect you from breakage and damage? Yes. So you be the judge, you take your pick. Me personally, I'm gonna take better hair because my man loves me. He doesn't care what I look like, and he's fine sleeping next to this for the rest of his life, okay? So don't judge me. But if you don't want to do that, then you can buy a satin pillowcase. I probably will buy one of those. I just don't know where to get it from, or maybe I just haven't looked hard enough. But if you have a satin pillowcase, you can just sleep with your hair like this, and then you don't have to wear the bonnet. So it's up to you. Alrighty, you guys, so I think that's pretty much everything you need to know as a starter, as a beginner going into the curly girl method. Like I said, I'm not an expert, so I wouldn't start your journey just based off of me. I'm just letting you guys know what I've purchased and what I've been doing, but I think you should definitely go watch more seasoned people. Just look up my wavy hair routine, my curly hair routine, and you'll get so much more information. Most people will actually do the demos as they're talking about the products. So if you're starting the journey like me, don't be afraid. I was afraid. It is overwhelming. Like, it is so overwhelming. All of this stuff you have to like buy and start doing and everything. It's very overwhelming. But I think with a little bit of time, consistency, and dedication, it'll be worth it in the end. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to continue to DM me or message me. I love answering your guys' questions. I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.